They're going to be totally fine.
Yes.
But it's just heartbreaking in that moment.
And you just like that, the thought like I'm leaving my child here when she doesn't want to be left.
Yeah.
You know, I'm leaving her for strangers so I can go and make magic on Rodee with Lindalin. Hi, Linny.
Oh, hi, Bildo.
Welcome to Wine Chat. And hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Right? No jazz hands. It's fantastic.
Welcome to Wine Chat, an offensively funny podcast where we drink wine, not today, drink wine and talk about life.
Exactly.
My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
Or Linny.
I was just going to say, or Linny these days from Bildo. So today's topic is very relevant for you and I. First day of school.
Yes.
Because school started 2 days ago.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, for the Australians.
Yes.
So we should tell our overseas listeners, because myself, I was like, what the fuck happens in January? Why do kids start school in January? So yeah, here in Australia, kids start after Australia Day at the end of January.
Yeah.
Weird. But anyway.
Whereas obviously Canada, you guys start the middle of the year as well?
We start in September.
September?
Yeah.
That's interesting. To be honest,
Very beginning.
I was going to say that's probably Europe as well because the summer holidays are obviously during summer.
Exactly.
And then
people start at the very beginning of September. So because we're recording actually a bit earlier today.
Oh, yes.
We thought we'd be responsible and not drink wine. Because
something about drinking at 9:30 a.m.
just didn't sit right, even with us.
Yeah.
Plus, we both have massive emotional headaches, and wine, I think, would have just like catapulted that into something nasty.
Yeah.
So we're drinking peppermint tea.
Our featured wine for today is peppermint tea.
Woolies brand, because it's so much cheaper.
Which I actually now in retrospect think it's a bad idea because I'm sitting here drinking this hot tea and sweating into my underwear.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay. Before we start recording this fantastically emotionally charged episode, we have a new friend, a new best friend. Sorry, Billy, move on over.
Gladly.
Right? Her name is Rodee.
Rodee. We don't really have a great name for her, but we got new equipment. We finally got our upgrade.
Oh my God.
And we've got the Rodecaster Pro, which is literally designed for podcasters. And that's who we are.
She's an angel.
She's an angel. Honestly, we're recording on her. She sounds great. Linny can hear herself super loud. I can hear myself at a normal level because I'm not deaf.
I do like to hear myself really loud. Yeah.
I could adjust her volume anytime. So if at any time I feel like she's overstepped the line in terms of offensiveness, I just turn her the fuck down. And you and I, like audience, we just carry on our merry way.
Oh my God. Listen. Yeah. See,
and she's gone. See that? How good is that?
It's a horrible podcast, Billy, without hearing the Canadian voice. No, it is so cool. And like, we're super excited to use all the fun little features.
Absolutely.
So excited. See.
That's her. That's Rodee.
She's got so many pretty little colored buttons.
Right? Are you guys freaking out like we are?
Oh my God. That's the way the kids felt for first day of school.
Oh my God. So true. I feel so conflicted because on the one hand, I'm just so excited that we have this new equipment that we've been basically wanting since we started Wine Chats.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing it all kind of ghetto. And bless Tom. Tom has helped us. Pretty much we couldn't do this podcast without Tom and the equipment he's provided us with.
Totally.
But honestly, I think our voices were too much for some of the equipment we've been using. And finally, we have Rodee who is like matching us in awesomeness.
Totally.
So I just feel conflicted. Like I'm super happy, but really emotionally drained.
I know. Oh, look. Okay. So,
Linny, should we do a fun fact about peppermint tea?
Bitch, I didn't look up a fun fact here. Now she's going to put the pressure on me. All right. So after a quick Google look, because Billy sprung that on me, God, 12 science-backed benefits of peppermint tea.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. I love, okay, so they pretty much all start with May. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. So if you drink like 4 liters of concentrated peppermint tea daily, this is what might happen to you.
Exactly. Okay. May ease digestion upsets. Good.
I'll tell you later. Yeah.
May help relieve tension, headaches, and migraines. Ooh,
Oh, God, we definitely need that today.
for sure. Go make me another cup. May freshen your breath. Good.
That'll definitely help you for sure.
Stop. May improve energy.
Do your worst, Peppermint tea.
May help relieve menstrual cramps. Okay.
Okay, that could help as well. Yeah.
There you go. May fight bacterial infections. And easy to add to your diet. There you go.
God, we should start tea chats. How impressive is peppermint tea?
Look, it's impressive.
Okay, well, once we finish our cups, and towards the end of this episode, we will definitely let you know how far in our journey to no migraines and better digestion and less stress we are.
Stress, Billy. Okay, I think you should start because you're like brand new to the school world.
This is true.
So tell us.
Yeah.
How'd you go?
Honestly, it's not been too bad. It's just that I feel completely emotionally drained. Like as soon as I walked in this morning,
Yeah.
I was just like, everything's gone great. Okay, so I have my eldest Eve has gone to prep. I'm still trying to remember who's gone where. And May, the little one, has gone to her first day of daycare.
Yes. Can I just pause? Thank God you said
here we
daycare.
go. Yes.
Side note, for those listeners that haven't heard this before, Billy calls daycare school, and it has always irked the fuck out of me because it's not school, it's daycare. Daycare,
Yeah, but for kids, like to explain to them, hey, where are you going? You're going to school. Like,
no, they're not. They're going to daycare.
Oh, they'll be right.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, so my kids are totally confused. But I'm like, you want to go to daycare? And they're like, where? And I'm like, school? And they're like, yeah, school.
Oh my God.
So, and May's been like all week, like going to school, you know, so we got her a new lunch box and we got her a new water bottle and, you know, all that jazz. Because with Eve, I think I kind of thrust her into daycare. A, she went way earlier, and B, I feel like I didn't prepare her as well. So I did a couple of like stays and plays, but I probably didn't do enough.
Right.
And then I try to leave her there like for the day rather than do like half days and stuff. So I kind of feel like I learned a few lessons with Eve that I try to incorporate with May.
Right.
And so I did for like since the year started, I've been going for, you know, a couple of hours twice a week on the days that she's going to be going and, you know, really try to kind of give her a good, easy jump into daycare.
Right.
I don't know why I'm being such a pansy about it because honestly, she's almost 3.
Yeah.
She is well and truly ready to go to daycare. She should have been going to daycare for a long time. It's just that she's my baby. And Henry's mum has been looking after her in lieu of daycare. So we're so lucky that we have that, you know what I mean? That we didn't even have to, I didn't have to drop her off at 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So even she was like, nah, she's the baby. Like, I'm happy to keep her for a while. So like Henry's mum and I have been very much on par of like, let's just keep her at home until she starts, you know, I don't know, shaving her legs. I don't know. So now is like the time, you know what I mean? She can talk. Yeah. She can go to the toilet. Yeah. She can do all those things that I've been apparently waiting for. Right. But really, I've just been scared.
Of course.
I've just been scared. Baby. And so this morning, you know, and again, I've been preparing her for like, dude, I'm going to leave you. Like, you understand, I'm not going to be here for the tapa napa first thing in the morning.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to go.
And it's not stay and play. It's stay.
No, like stay and mummy's going to go.
Yeah.
And play with Auntie Lindsay.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is that not happening after the peppermint tea? No.
That's not one of the side. Yeah. The may cause horniness. No.
Yeah, no. Oh, God. Even if that did, I'm like, Lenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, prepared her well, packed her lunch this morning, showed her what's in her lunch bag. She loves she put her bag on, you know, she's got her hat. She was so excited. She was so excited.
They are at home.
They are at home.
Yeah.
And then we get there, super excited to see all the kids. She's got her 2 little friends there, as in she knows their name. And great, you know, because we've done the stays and plays, so she's a little bit more comfortable there. But naturally, when I was like, okay, come see us at the gate, because I had Eve with me, Eve who's in her uniform, and I'm about to take her across the street to the school.
Okay.
Actual school.
Wait, actual school. So is the daycare literally across the road?
Literally across the road.
Yeah, cool.
From the school. So that's why, yeah. So I kind of walked in with Eve, so her old kindy teachers could see her uniform and, you know, did all that.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, when we went to leave, like May was like, okay, initially she was like, okay, bye. And then as soon as I walked away with Eve, I'm like, fuck, that was easy. Like that was awesome.
Quick.
Get out. Yeah. She was like, Ma. And then she started running and came to me and, you know, so we had a cuddle and I just had to leave her with one of the teachers because I thought if I stay here, last time I stayed here with Eve when she was in such tears.
Yes.
I had a daycare dad come and help me, and then he ended up being a pervert and like messaging me lots.
I was just going to say, and he was creepy.
He was creepy as.
Yeah.
So I was not prepared to meet another daycare dad. I'm like, kid, you can go to your fucking teacher.
Yeah.
See you later. And then bless my sister-in-law who called me about like 15 minutes after I dropped May off to say I just saw her because my niece goes to the same daycare, but she's in kindy.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're in separate rooms.
Right.
But my sister-in-law called and she said she was perfectly fine. She was playing with the other kids. She seemed settled.
Perfect.
And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like that's all you really want for your kid.
Totally. And inside your head, even though she's freaking out, her poor little world is shattered because you're abandoning her.
Yeah.
You know that within 5 minutes after you're gone, even less than that sometimes, they're going to be totally fine.
Yes.
But it's just heartbreaking in
Yes.
that moment. That 2 minutes of pain that you're feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just like that, the thought like I'm leaving my child here when she doesn't want to be left.
Yeah.
You know, I'm leaving her for strangers.
Yeah.
So I can go and make magic on Rodee with Lindalin.
I think we should call her Rhonda.
Rhonda? Oh, that doesn't sound, I kind of feel like that's not cool enough for her.
Yeah, no.
Rhonda's not back yet. Maybe in another couple of decades.
Okay. Rhonda.
Wait to bring Rhonda back.
Maybe that's why it's cool, Billy, because it's,
Oh, you think we're bringing Rhonda back?
Yeah.
You want to bring Rhonda back?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll keep working on it. If you have any suggestions for us about what to name our new best friend, I guess it doesn't have to start with R, but I mean,
It would be nice.
it'd be nice. Yeah.
Rhonda the Rodee.
Rhonda the Rodee.
Slut. Anyways, we are so off topic.
Girl.
Okay, so May's first day was today at daycare.
Yes.
All right, so tell us, how was Eve's first day of school yesterday?
So good. So good. I honestly thought I would cry. I thought I would be really a lot more like emotional about it.
So you didn't cry? Because for the listeners, you and I haven't chatted yet because we're saving it, for the episode. So you didn't cry at all?
No.
How?
Not at all. I feel like when I get into these really high pressure situations, I go on autopilot a little bit.
Oh, God.
Like even at my wedding, I kind of felt like I should be crying for some of this, but I just didn't feel like it. I just don't like, I think the last time I cried was like maybe at the Christina Aguilera concert when I was just that emotionally charged. Like it was overflowing in me. But it just seemed really exciting, the whole thing. You know, like it wasn't and she was fine. She was so excited and she was so happy and so confident. There was one little bit. So like, we walked them into the classroom and, we put their bags down, whatever. And then as she was kind of walking around, like there was a bunch of kids already sitting at some tables because everybody was kind of still milling in and out. And she wasn't quite sure, like, do I want to sit at the drawing table or do I want to sit at the table with the blocks? Like, but those kids over there are those kids and these kids over here are these kids. So it's like these decision-making things and you can see in her head like a million things going on.
Trying to figure it out.
And my mum came, bless mum. Of course, grandma had to come. So mum came and so now me and mum are in there with her trying to be like, well, do you want this? Do you want that? Like, trying to direct her and you could just see she's got a million things going through her head.
Yeah.
And so I got down on got down on her level and I was like, hey dude, like this is what's happening. And because you could see her face like starting to crumple a little bit. And I was like, nah, be brave, be confident. If you see kids that need help, go up to them, say, hi, my name is Eve, try and help them out. I was trying to like instill a little bit of like bit of leadership, in her just to like help her so she doesn't crumple. And then she was like, okay. And then she got all brave. Yeah. And then I was like, Mum, get out. Like we're both getting out.
Yeah, too much.
Get her, like, we just need to leave because she's now starting to freak out. And then we left. She was totally fine. I could see her through the window. I started spying, obviously. Yeah. As you do.
Yeah.
And she just was sitting down. I could see her packing up when the teacher said to pack up. Like I could just see her really like straight away just be in it.
Yeah.
And I just...
How did you not
proud?
tear
I don't know. No, I didn't.
You're a bad mom.
Clearly.
No,
I just don't care about my kids. I think that's what it is. I clearly don't even like them. Like,
right. Well, that's good for first day.
It was an amazing first day. I really couldn't have been any better. And then this morning I dropped her off and she was again totally happy, like no dramas. Yeah. Like she could be one of those kids that just isn't adjusting as well. Like we saw another friend, one of Eve's kindy friends. Yeah. In the car park, we saw them at the kindy and she didn't even want to get out of the car because she was like, nah, I don't want to go to school today. So I saw her dad and the dad was like, she's not having a good time. She didn't want to put her uniform on. She was not having a good time. So I just feel #blessed that my child got up and put her uniform on this morning and was totally happy to go.
Yeah. And the thing is too, and this isn't to be like, a bitch about the whole situation, but you run the risk too. And Eve could be totally fine the whole way through, but she could just hit that wall where she's like, I don't want to fucking go here every day.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
That's what happened with daycare.
Yeah.
She went for like the first week and she was like, this is the best. And then the next week she started crying for the next 6. Like, it was, so I feel like I don't want to, speak too soon. But so far, day 1 and day 2 have gone pretty well.
Perfect.
That's all you really want, right? I mean, is it better to have the tears first and then not later, or no tears first and then tears I don't know.
I would rather your way, no tears first, because it's all so emotional, especially for when it's the first kid going to school, because it's all the unknown of the parents too. You're entering this different world of the school and stuff. So you're trying to get used to it all. Yeah. So if you have your kid really upset, then it's just way more overwhelming, I think.
The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
Tell me about Ada's first day.
So my little girl, I know, so sweet. So yeah, Bane has started grade 2, and he was fine. He saw his friends.
I was going to say, which is kind of a big deal anyway, but not, I mean...
Well, see, this is the thing. So because I feel bad because it's all been about Ada, right? Like, first day of school, we're so proud of you, you're going to be so brave, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, oh shit, Bane, he's still only 7. Yeah. He's still a little kid. Like,
I know sometimes you treat them like grown-ass people and it's like, actually.
Totally. Like
the kids.
He's still only 7 and he's only going into grade 2. So, then I was pepping him up, but he was totally fine. Like even beforehand, he's like, yeah, I'm excited. And
good.
He has his 3 best friends in his class with the teacher he wanted, which is a mom of one of his other best friends.
Yeah.
So like, it's a perfect scenario. So he was super stoked. As soon as he saw his friends, he literally ran away to the friends. And I had to say, dude, can I have a hug and kiss?
Yeah, like a high five or something?
Yeah, can you pretend you know me? So he's fine.
Right. And they go, I don't understand how, I'm still very new to this world.
Yes.
Is it the same school? Just different areas? For prep and...
Yeah, well, the way Cooper State is set up, so from prep to year 2 is all in the same area of the school.
So Bane and Ada would be able to see each other during
recess
times.
Yes, later in the year, not for term 1. Term 1, the preppies eat separately just by themselves to ease them into the whole school world.
Fair enough.
But the way our school set up is even though it's in the same area of the school, they could have been on different levels of the building.
Right.
They're on the same level.
Which again,
amazing.
These little details make a huge fucking difference to your mental well-being.
For sure.
Totally.
Huge. So everything's lined up perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Great. So Ada was like, oh, I'm so excited for school. Same like Eve, I'm excited. And then, because Ada's very much a little mama's girl, the way I was when I was a little girl.
Oh,
I know, bless. Oh, so
little
cute.
Skinny Lenny.
I know. Bitch. So this time around, because Bane's been there and stuff, I didn't have the jitters and the anxiety like I did with Bane. I felt like, oh, well, Bane's going to be there. I know the system. I know the school routine and stuff. I was actually really excited for Ada.
Okay.
So the first day, Bane goes to his classroom and then we take Ada, Cameron's with me, to her little class. And we couldn't go into the classroom at Cooperoo. We just met on the grounds.
Which is probably wise anyway, because all these people milling around in one classroom, even the teacher was like,
we're
not supposed to have this many people in here.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody fuck off.
We all have the Rona now.
Yeah, right. So we met outside and so all the little classmates are lining up and stuff. And you can see the struggle on her face, right? She's trying to be super brave.
Oh God, I'm going to cry now. I don't know why.
Oh, you didn't even cry over your own child.
I know. But Ada just seems so, I just want to hug her. I don't know, you wanted somebody else's kid. Anyway.
Yeah. So she's trying really hard and Cameron oh my God, look at her face. Oh. And so obviously as a parent, you don't want to see your kid cry. Plus you can't start to cry.
No.
Because that makes it 10 times worse.
Because daycare dad will appear.
Right, exactly.
I'm telling you.
Freak. So she was fine. It went swimmingly. When I went and picked her up, she was fine. Because at Cooper, again, we picked them up at 12 for the first week. They just do half days just to transition, whatever. Yeah. Full of smiles. She says to me as we're walking to the car, though, so I picked her up at 12, right? Lunchtime. And we were told, just pack them a snack. They're not having lunch at school. So I packed her a muffin and strawberries. Like, dude, that's a snack. And she goes, Mom, you didn't pack me a big enough lunch. And I'm like, oh, well, honey, it wasn't lunch. It was just supposed to be a snack. She goes, but all the other kids had a bigger lunch.
Oh, Mama.
Hashtag mom fail, big time. And I'm like, really? And like instinctively I go, did your teacher say anything?
Yeah. Am I in trouble?
Yeah, exactly. Like, was your teacher like, oh, tell mommy to pack you a bigger lunch? So today I packed her a bigger snack. But dude, it's not a fucking lunch. It's a snack. Get that through your head. Anyways.
We have a lunch story too, because I packed Eve's lunch, full lunch, because our school doesn't do that. She goes from 8:45 to 3 o'clock. So they have a full day.
Yeah.
And so I packed her, a sandwich, a wrap, yogurt. I packed her a bunch of like a normal day.
Yeah.
And then I picked her up, and then I got home, opened up a lunchbox, and I said, oh, Eve, you didn't eat your sandwich. Like, she ate a bunch of food, but she was like, you didn't eat your sandwich. And she was like, well, that's because I was supposed to have afternoon tea, but you came to pick me up. So she was expecting to say way longer, because at kindy, they have, 9:30 food, lunch food, and then afternoon tea food. And normally I pick her up after that. So she was saving her lunch to have later in the day. I'm like, babe, there is no later in the day. Eat your fucking sandwich.
But how intelligent of her to be like, okay, well, there's my sandwich. I'm going to leave that for later because I'll need afternoon tea.
And suddenly Mummy was here to pick her up.
Yeah, dude.
She was like, what happened?
I didn't get to eat my sandwich because of you, Mom.
Yeah. So today I was like, Eve, eat all your food.
This morning started where she started to say, I'm going to miss you, Mommy. I'm really going to miss you. And so I have this thing that I say to her, because she was like this at daycare as well.
Yeah.
Just think, honey, whenever you're missing a mummy.
Just find another one.
Exactly.
And go for them.
Because this mummy's busy. I just say, think of Mummy, because I'm missing you too. That's what happens, when we're not around each other. Mummy's always missing you when you're not around. But, Mummy's busy doing her things and you're busy, playing with your friends and having fun and all this kind of stuff. It works for some reason with her. So that's what we say. So I was saying that to her, but I could see that it just wasn't registering. It wasn't working.
It just wasn't good enough this time. Yeah.
So they're all sitting on the grass waiting to go up, and the first bell rings. And I'm like, I'm just going to get out of here. Like, standing around is just making it worse.
Yeah.
And I actually have to get Van to daycare as well.
Yeah.
So I go to leave. Like, I say goodbye to her, and she was fine. But as I'm leaving the grounds and all the other parents are still standing around, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I kind of feel bad. Like, so she was actually sitting along the fence of the school. So I walked on the sidewalk to where she was sitting, like on the outside of the fence. And oh my
Stop
God.
it.
Seriously, I'm going to start to cry.
Are you going to make me cry?
Maybe. I don't know. So she was sitting there with her legs crossed and her little hands in her lap, looking down in her lap. Like, she's so tiny and she's got this big backpack on, and like, I can't see her face. So I'm like, oh, honey girl, Ada.
I feel like that's the mistake.
Well, and see, for a moment I was like, do I just leave? Or
because I think that, like, when they're so sad and your mummy tries to, like,
I know,
speak nicely to you.
I know, but I could.
I know.
Me personally, I'm like, selfishly, I just needed to reassure her.
Yes, totally.
So she looks up at me and she's got this saddest little face and her eyes are red and teary, but she's holding it together.
She's holding it together. This is the thing when you see your child hold it together.
It's sadder.
It's sadder.
Yes.
It's like the strength that she has to, in her head, she's battling this.
Totally. And all I wanted to do was like cuddle her and say, baby girl, cry. Let's cry together. Yeah. Mama wants to cry. But of course he can't.
No.
And I don't have my sunnies on. I don't know why I didn't wear them. Stupid. And so I can't, like, I'm starting to tear up, but I can't let her see me tear up because then we're just going to look like fools and then that's going to be a mess, right? Her crying. And there's little
Her mascara's going to run. Your mascara's going to run.
Right?
Awkward.
But like, and of course there's other kids totally distraught at this point as well.
Yeah.
So like we've been doing like the little heart, finger hand thingy. Yeah. So like I'm doing that. And I'm like, honey girl, you can have so much fun at school. Like, yay. Meanwhile, I just want to like crumble on the inside.
Take her home and watch some movies on the couch.
Yeah. And she was fine.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could have totally backfired me going up to her at the fence, but I think it kind of brought her
I thought that was going to
comfort.
send her off. Yeah.
So we'll just see. And then
you don't know.
Yeah, I'll pick her up and but then Vans, the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like Vans in daycare. He's been going since last year, but like he's been going through a phase where he's like, oh, mommy,
oh God, how do you do it?
He was all sad. I'm like, oh.
Thank God for Bane. That's just like, see ya, mum. Like imagine all three of them struggling. I mean, two of them is enough.
Well, yeah, but this is the thing. Like, I don't know if you remember, but when Bane was in prep, like halfway through prep, he lost it where he was crazy batshit on the sidewalk, kicking and screaming at me.
No, I don't remember that.
Really?
What? I mean, I remember the story, but I don't think I associated it to prep at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you don't have kids in that stage?
Yeah.
I don't, like some of these details escape me anyway.
Totally.
You know?
Well, he was fine going to prep.
Right.
And then something in his head just switched. He's like, I don't fucking want to go anymore. And literally did not want to get out of the car. I had to physically.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Okay. That was prep?
Yeah. Well, prep and the flu shot. There was 2 incidences.
Oh my God.
It's so bad where another mom walked by me and said, do you want me to help you?
Oh my God.
And normally I'm like, oh no, I got it. Where I said, yes, please.
Take
Can
it.
you just take Van? Because he was only a year and a half. So he was or almost 2. So I'm like, can you just keep an eye on him? Because it's a busy road. There's cars everywhere. I'm like, can you just help the 2 younger ones get up to the school and I'll manage Bane? Because he was physically out of control, like kicking, screaming, punching me, like everything that he could do to stop me from taking him to school.
God.
So it's just
you just don't know what their experience is in the school either.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like obviously, like I'd love to have like a school cam or something where I just watch her during the day. But I mean, that's clearly dangerous for lots of crazy parents. But I would just, oh God, terrifying.
It's typical. I think we went through everything that everyone else has gone through.
Yes.
First day of school. And I give credit to my mom. I think we take for granted and this is a totally different episode topic really, but like you take for granted everything that your parents have done for you. And until you're a parent, no offense to people that choose not to have kids.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's just.
I really don't think you can have a full understanding and respect and gratitude of what the parents have gone through until you're a parent, because it's like, fuck, that's right. My mom. Because like I was
100%.
messaging my mom this morning about the story with Ada. Yeah. And because I was like that as a kid, my mom's like, even though you are like 41 years old, I remember those moments so like vividly.
Yeah.
She goes, it just doesn't leave you. And I'm like,
God.
oh, like... So thank you to all the mummies and daddies that have gone through all this, because it's not easy.
Thank you indeed. And well done. Yeah. And to all the parents who started school this year and are going back, like all the best. I mean, it's a rough ride. Super beautiful, super rough. It's kind of like a beautiful cruise, just makes you seasick.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Is that the peppermint tea talking?
I'm just so chill right now.
Right?
Oh but it's different now, because we're not tipsy at the end of this episode.
Exactly. We're not tipsy.
We're calm.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm so much fucking skinnier.
Also my headaches is just gone.
Gone skis.
So, and my digestive system, never been better.
Look, all those perks.
So on that note,
Rappity wrap. Well, thank you, Rhonda, Rodee, whatever you want to be called.
Rhonda the Rodee. I feel like now she's Rhonda the Rodee, and I don't know if I like it.
I do.
Do you?
I do, because she's going to go everywhere with us. When we go to record somewhere, she's going to be with us. So she's 100%. A roadie.
Yes.
And
I think Rhonda the Rodee is the first step towards our obviously new season, where we're going to go to wineries and record an episode.
So exciting.
You feeling me? So very exciting.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for being with us and for listening, and good luck to you in your parenthood path to the whatever the fuck. Thank you so much. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn,
TikTok. Oh my God, just find us. Google us.
Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin.
That's
you know
us.
what to do. That's us. We don't really have a closing song anymore.
Thank God.
But Rhonda the Rodee is in with all her fabulous, I'm still trying to work out what all the buttons are, but what about this one? There you go.
See, that was a bit dumb. I like the music.
The music?
Yeah.
What about this one? Oh, no, that's just birds. That's just, okay, we don't want birds.
All
listen, we're still working out a way to end it. I don't like Lindalin's way.
I was going to say, if you stop fucking talking for 2 seconds, all you have to say, it's like when you end a call. You wouldn't say thanks for listening. But
thanks for listening to my stories.
Just say,
good day.
Thanks for listening. So all we need to say, Billy, is thanks for listening. We'll chat to you next week.
Okay.
Boom. Bye.
Well, yeah.
We love you.
okay.
Bye. Like, why does it have to be a big production?
I don't know. I just want to I don't know, go out with a bang.
Okay. Well, Rhonda the Rodee will play her music.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for listening and chat you later.
Okay.
See you next week.
Okay.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Okay. Bye. Can I hit the record button so you stop talking?
Or you can hit anything you like, Lenny.
Okay. Bye.